we're going. Yay. Let's go
Nice.
to do this
Time
yacht thing.
for the Watchdogs.
Time to watch some dogs. If you know what I'm saying.
Jesus Christ.
What?
YouTube just told me that if I sign up to YouTube Music Premium, I can relive Coachella 2019.
That's...
That's the worst sales pitch. I didn't live it the first time. Why do I want to relive it?
That is a great question.
Also, why would I want to live Coachella?
That is also a great question.
What is Coachella?
It's
Is that
like
just
a
Fire Festival but land-bound?
and it actually happened.
Okay. I mean, Fire Festival happened.
What? There's actual music at
Okay.
Coachella and
Not just the wailing of the damned?
no. Speaking of the wailing of the damned,
Watchdogs.
I was gonna say Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, let's not talk about that.
Why not?
Because that thing looks bad.
Did you finally watch the trailer?
No.
No,
No, but I saw a lot of pictures.
but
I'm not watching the trailer.
but
It's
Jim-
not gonna happen.
But Jim Carrey, though. Jim
I
Carrey
don't care. I
is-
don't like Jim Carrey.
is the most 90s Jim Carrey since the 90s. Like, dude fell out of, like, The Mask all of a sudden. The doctor thinks you're basic is a line in that trailer.
How many times is someone going to dab in that movie?
Oh, so many times. Gangster's Paradise is the music that I
Yeah,
think
no,
of
I heard.
when I think about Sonic the Hedgehog.
I heard that was the music they used for the trailer, which, I mentioned to my cousin, I believe the way I put it was, like, this is, like, Sonic the Hedgehog is to Detective Pikachu as Justice League is to the Avengers.
You fair?
Where it's like, some other company was like, hey look, Nintendo, like, Sega looked and was like, Nintendo's making their movie with a cool animal mascot, we can do the same thing. Get a bunch of live-action actors in here and make us a 3D Sonic, and let's do this. And it just didn't work out. In much the same way that DC was like, hey, we can do a big team superhero movie, let's do it. And it just didn't work out. Oh man, it was so bad.
Ironically, I think the Sonic the Hedgehog movie was actually announced first.
I would like to retroactively say that it's like a reaction to Detective Pikachu because that makes me feel better. But honestly, it stands either way, really, because this is just a case of you are doing the thing, but you are doing it significantly worse than the one everyone is like actually excited for. Because people are like way into Detective Pikachu, and then Sonic the Hedgehog is like a laughingstock because Jesus Christ, look at it. It's a laughingstock and not in the way they want it to be.
Yeah.
They want you to laugh at the trailer, but not the way that people are laughing.
I mean, I don't know.
I just really sincerely hope that Sonic the Hedgehog model never makes it online.
Oh no, it's already online. What are you talking about?
Oh no.
Meanwhile, trying to just figure out
Just hacking cams,
attacking cameras.
around.
Yeah.
moving stuff.
Believes someone is trying to kill him is a really good.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's
in
not.
This case.
He is not wrong to think that.
Do you think being part of like a giant global conspiracy would make you super paranoid?
Yes. Like, no question about it. Oh boy, Aiden. Now you've gone and done it.
Oh, you're in the shit now.
I glitched on the forklift a little bit.
It happens.
Let's try that again. And this time, let's actually... There we go. Climb up to the thing that I am trying to climb up.
That's stuck on all that cement.
It is a binder. I don't know if you knew that.
Well, we just saw that demonstrated.
Oh.
But yes, I would very much like to never see that Sonic the Hedgehog trailer. And I've made it a personal goal to never see it.
But Jim Carrey, though.
I don't like Jim Carrey. I understand you're trying to say that it's like old good Jim Carrey again, but
No,
still.
it's like old bad Jim Carrey, which is...
But you said he's like he was in The Mask.
Yeah, The Mask is terrible.
Which is The Mask, which is one of the greatest movies ever made.
No, what are you saying?
What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Mask, Jim Carrey,
Yeah.
green face,
Yep.
cool suit.
Yeah. A very different definition of cool than I do.
Ah. I need to buy a new mouse. This one keeps double-clicking everything, which is resulting in a lot of closed windows.
Unfortunate. Things are popping off over here. Oh, no!
Hello? You're gonna have to get somebody out here quickly, alright? You got it. I'll cut him off.
Oh, pardon me, trucks.
Let's knock him off the road.
Whee! That was fun.
Like, don't get me wrong, everything that came after the original The Mask is terrible, but the original The Mask is fantastic.
I continue to maybe disagree with your assessment of The Mask.
I don't know how. It doesn't make any logical sense. Why would you not like The Mask?
Because The Mask is kind of terrible.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
See, if I wanted to say, like, good old Jim Carrey, I would have been like, oh, it's like Liar Liar or something.
Liar Liar was pretty good. You wouldn't have gone for Ace Ventura?
I've never seen Ace Ventura.
You wouldn't have gone for Ace Ventura 2?
I've never seen any Ace Ventura movie.
Weird. I'm gonna be honest, The Mask, Liar Liar, and the Ace Venturas were pretty much all of my exposure to Jim Carrey when I was younger. That and that one Batman movie he was in, remember that?
Yeah, he was the Riddler.
Yeah.
For inexplicable reasons.
Really made no sense.
Whoops. What are you doing?
Ready. What's up?
Meanwhile, still chasing this dude. There we go. Admittedly, now I have to find something on foot, which is less than ideal.
Gonna head him off.
Also, I don't know. When I think of Jim Carrey, I think of Liar Liar and The Truman Show. Those are the Jim Carrey movies I think of when I think of Jim Carrey.
I didn't see the Truman Show until later.
I mean, I didn't see, well, I think both those movies came out before I was born, but
Heading to you.
I'm gonna get in this boat and drive away. Yay! I boated successfully.
Don't fuck with
Good
me.
job.
Wasn't I clear?
You stay away from Jackson.
Yeah, about that. One of my employees got a little overzealous. Your nephew is not on my radar. But you go off the rails again.
Put my sister on the phone.
Listen to you. You think you have any control here? You
I
get to
think
talk
the
to
only
people
one of
you
these
have
open
something
world
useful to give
style
them.
games that I
Follow
ever
that IP
like
address
drove a
and we'll
boat in,
talk. Right now,
and for any meaningful amount of time, weirdly was like Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Fair.
Which makes sense because I want to say that's actually the only Grand Theft Auto game I've ever finished the story for.
Yeah. Where is this mission? Oh, whatever.
Amy knows me too well. Knows exactly how I'll react. Must have been planning this for a while. That man always goes too far. You'll hurt Nicky.
There's something moderately funny about Aiden Pierce being like, that guy always goes too far.
I'll play his damn game. I'll follow his IP address.
Captain going too far over here.
Find a way around him.
I mean, really, who can say what too far is? Also, there's a really good exchange in the Assassin's Creed Odyssey DLC
It's all ego. He needs
where someone is talking to someone else and they're like, "Ah, I knew you. I should have known you were gonna stab me in the back." And the response is just like, "You can't betray someone you never had any loyalty for." And I was just like, "Yes, someone finally gets it."
other options.
I mean, in that case, why don't you love double agents? Because they never have loyalty for the people.
Fucking my job.
Yeah, but they worm their way in.
Yeah, but not.
That's the problem.
but-
Like, the problem is that you wormed your way in and acted like a friend.
Right there. Damn it.
What? Hey, it's me.
Like,
called
you
me
don't
here.
tell somebody you've got their back and then not have their back.
I have a lot on my mind.
But what if you never had that back to begin with?
Okay, come here. Take
Well, then don't tell them you've got their back. You can
But
infiltrate
you gotta
without
lie.
You can infiltrate without being a liar.
Lie, cheat, and steal.
I don't know.
No.
Have any ideas how to make the video play?
This isn't fixed. You need the original.
Running a search on your CTOS access.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Aiden has a lot on his mind, so it's okay if he pulls a gun on you.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
She might be a lead. Or not. Gotta stay a step ahead of her.
Are you in trouble? An IP address.
Yeah, he gave that to me. Can you find where that leads?
What is all of this? Aiden, answer me. I'm not doing anything
He
illegal.
took her, Clara. He's using my sister as collateral.
Use your words, Aiden Pierce.
The man we traced?
Yeah. Damien Brinks.
I can't help you.
Aiden has communication problems.
We'll talk later, right? After
A little bit.
Come here.
What's happening?
Cover your ears.
What happened?
Well, this nice hotel room is no longer a nice hotel room.
Where's your car?
This way.
Ow. Stop shooting me.
Aiden, the motel sign.
Occupation operative. Ow. Jesus.
I got this. Go.
Again, I still think this would have been a really cool system for a modern day Assassin's Creed style thing.
Yeah.
I'm kind of bummed they never just went there.
Really appreciate the dude on multiple anxiety medications giving the Wi-Fi enabled grenades.
Relax, we're here.
Look.
Clara, move.
Tabarnak de calice de...
Also, relating to that Assassin's Creed Odyssey DLC and the way it ends, you will be glad to know that Abstergo operatives are still way into melee weapons.
That's good, you know.
It's convenient, if nothing else.
Yeah. I mean, why would they have guns?
That makes no sense.
Keep moving. Almost there.
Oh, who is trying to snipe me?
There's no such thing as a gun that can survive the scuba dive to Atlantis.
There we go.
Clara, this way.
We need every available backup.
Where are you? There you are.
We're here.
It's just like, don't leave me, and it's like, I don't even know where you are, lady.
Come on, man. Battlefield awareness.
I'm aware of my battlefield. Oh God, that's a good timing on a sentence.
Clara, this way.
About how I'm aware of my battlefield as I
And you just
immediately
immediately start taking bullets.
and get gunned down.
I mean, that's roughly how it went that time we played Battlefield.
That's true.
Backup is here.
It's gotta be the search I ran for the IP. What the hell we hit on? Stay low. I'll get us out.
We're taking hits.
Oh no.
Go. Get in the car. I'll finish here. What are you doing? Just go.
They're going to trap us.
Ouch. Please stop shooting me. Thank you. Well, that could have gone better.
Clara, are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. God. Who are you?
I don't know how to answer that.
I mean, it seems to be going pretty alright. I'm waiting for the part where this goes wrong.
Yeah, it seemed
No,
okay.
that went alright.
Yeah. Let's go for that.
The TV is reporting a fire at the Elm Motel. You can't just check out like everyone else.
When have I ever done like everyone else?
Are we bantering? Been
Jokes.
so long I'm tongue-tied.
Savor it, because you're not going to see it again. Lost my network. I need some equipment.
Not my concern. You didn't want to work as a team. This is your problem. You figure it out. But do it quick. I need your head in the game. Hey, sweetheart. Your brother wants to talk.
Aiden? Jax, is my baby okay?
He's safe. Where are you?
I don't know. It's cold. I was blindfolded the whole way.
Sad kidnapping.
I'm scared, Aiden.
I know you are, and I'm getting you out. Look, I know Damien. He's not crazy. He won't hurt you. Just
He's not crazy. Just be careful around him, though.
What do you mean you know him? He kidnapped me.
he's trying to get to me through you.
What?
Time's up. My God, what did you say to her? The poor girl's in tears.
Damien, put her back on.
Do you want to continue this little chat? You follow that IP address and get me something I can use. Ta-ta.
I also want to point out that that was timed super well,
She's somewhere cold.
considering I got to the next mission by the time that conversation finished.
Just lost everything. My hard drives, my network access. Alright, I need to get back online. Where's Clara? Be careful, Aiden. Don't pull her in.
I feel like it's a little too late for not pulling other people into this.
Yeah. Especially considering the sheer amount of civilians who've run down.
I have run down very few civilians, thank you.
I've seen at least one a stream.
I don't know. Yeah, they must have picked up on the CTOS search.
That's why I wanted to see you. DedSec says that someone else has the system hacked. I took it and I gave it to you.
Now, hold on. I didn't give it to anyone. I wouldn't.
We need to trust each other.
You know what? I don't have time to suit you. Clara, if you don't trust me, there's nothing I can do.
Grr.
Someone shot up my motel room. My sister's gone, and I have nothing. You are not my priority right now.
No, I know that. Of course. Do you know this place? Somewhere near here. It's supposed to be the first test site for C.R.E.A.M. It's known as the bunker. At least, that's how the urban legend goes.
Oh, I think we're about to be introduced to my least favorite character in this game.
Undetected access. I've done lots of research on it. City planning, zoning documents, things they don't want us to see.
Maybe.
There's a black spot
That may not be for a little while longer.
right over there. And you've lost your damage deposit on the motel.
That's fine. I need to find a way inside that bunker.
This is at the very least really close to where I left off because I don't remember what character you're talking about.
Break right now.
Like, I remember getting this, like, new HQ or whatever. Also, let's just talk about how silly it is that there's just an undetected or like an undetectable bunker with unrestricted access to the whole city, just hanging out over here for you to use.
Yeah, just hanging out over here
The man is vraiment crazy or on
at
drugs.
this weird abandoned
He lives right here.
factory thing.
There's a
Whoops.
homeless camp.
He's homeless?
He's got an underground shop hidden in there. Dead set goes there for some of the more rare hardware. You can forget him. He's paranoid and won't talk.
I can be persuasive.
I'll let you do the talking.
You really want this place to be real, don't you?
It is real.
So you're buying into the legend.
Papa used to take me camping in Mont Tremblant. He'd always say we were looking for treasure. I didn't understand then that he was stealing from the cabins. Gold watches, tools. The look on his face when it was something special. Like one time, I found an old rusted coin with a regal emperor.
How do you be a former polygamist? Is that really a thing?
I mean, presumably you get divorced.
Said it was my door to a magic world.
You can't be a polygamist anymore when you're down to just one.
That's true.
Father's daughter. Stars in my eyes.
Well, I hope this bunker's real too.
It's real.
A gang shootout erupted at the Owl Motel earlier, resulting in a gas main explosion. No reports on casualties. Police are investigating.
There.
Officials say
That's where Tobias runs his shop. Mostly black market junk. Sometimes you can find rare schematics, if you're lucky. He's not there. What now?
Someone here knows how to reach him. I'm gonna look around.
Hold on, I have to profile the homeless.
A lot of tech for a place like this.
What is it? I'm in the middle of a poker game. There's somebody at your shop. Well, it's closed. Wait, what do they look like? Don't me?
Oh, excuse me.
Rocket ship
Squeaky
and
chair.
It's closed.
He's playing poker. I'll get them to deal me in. Poker game, huh? Let's see where you're hiding. There we go.
Let's go play some poker.
Hold on, what's this? Someone else is tracking the call. It's gotta be fixers.
I barely know her.
God damn it.
Hey, you're not gonna believe this. I finally got a lock on Brewer. I'm going to pick him up now.
I'm bad at poker. I'm bad at most card games. Pretty good at Uno.
I need to
I'm okay at poker, I would say.
My problem is I can just never remember what actually is a thing, like a hand in poker.
I mean, it's
So
really just...
I always just end up looking at my stuff and just being like, these cards look weird. I don't like them. Fuck it. Get rid of these. Give me some more.
go alone, don't you?
It's like, do I have pairs or like 3 of a kind? No, then I don't know if this is a hand.
It's basically just like, you want pairs or you want, like, all of the same suit.
You want things to match or be in
Yes.
sequential order.
Yes.
I need backup. Hit him. Drive into him. Do it.
I wish I had a way to just, like, stick my gun out the window and shoot.
It seems really weird you don't have that, actually.
I probably do, I just don't remember how to do it.
Ram the fucker.
Can you not, like, switch weapons while driving or something?
Like, oh, I can pull out my...
Clip him now.
Actually, I wonder if I can just...
Target hard.
Whoop!
Sleeping Dogs had pretty good vehicular combat, didn't it?
Sleeping Dogs had really good vehicular combat, because also you could just, like, pop out
Jump
and
onto
then
their
jump
car.
onto their car, yeah.
Which is always the raddest thing to do.
Yes.
But only if you can then get them also to jump out of the car, and then you have a fist fight on a moving vehicle.
That was pretty awesome what I just did there. I'm gonna be super honest.
I'm waiting, because right now you're just taking a lot of bullets.
What's even more
Oh, that was a
impressive.
sick jump.
Yeah. What's even more
There we go.
impressive is no one has been injured besides bad people.
I don't know if I believe that.
It's true though.
What about, like, emotionally scarred by the property damage you've done?
Oh, well, I mean, probably some of that. Whoops. I did shoot that guy's car that was not involved in this chase a little bit. And I made that sign say Red Rum. What is Red Rum even from?
I mean, I remember it from The Shining. I don't know if that's what it's from originally, but
That
that's
is
what I remember.
probably what it is from. There we go. Pardon me.
Okay, time for a little poker with Tobias Fruit. Or, he's my key to Claire's Island.
There are a lot of songs and albums and the occasional band called Red Rum.
I assume it is all a reference to The Shining.
Probably. There's an episode of The Mentalist called Red Rum, 2000 comedy film called Red Rum, television series on investigation discovery called Red Rum, CSI episode called Red Rum, the X-Files episode called Red Rum. There's a racehorse named Red Rum. There's a boss in Xenogears named Red Rum. And just a few other random things.
Thanks,
There's a
Xenogears.
Japanese indie rock band named Red Rum. There's a song by the gothic band Grindel called Red Rum.
I bet the Japanese indie band is named after the boss from Xenogears, but
I think it's possible. There's a song by a metal band named Lizzie Borden called Red Rum. A death metal song by a band called Mortician called Red Rum.
you are
There's a song
making
by a
some of the-
rapper... No, there's a song by a rapper called Project Pat called Red Rum.
You are making that man up.
No. A song by a metal band, da-da-da. Commodore Red Rum is the lead guitarist of the American thrash metal band Swashbuckle.
That's not a band.
It is. They're an American pirate metal band from Mercer County, New Jersey,
That's not a genre.
signed to Nuclear Blast Records.
That's not a label.
They met each other at Red Lobster and realized their mutual love for thrash metal and pirates.
This is a very good conversation.
They have an album called Crime Always Pays,
Illegal poker out
and an EP called We Hate the Sea.
It's unfortunate for your pirate band.
one of these guys. Is
I mean, I feel like if anybody has a reason to hate the sea, it's probably pirates. They spend a lot of time on it.
So
They went on tour. They went on tour at the North American Pagan Fest, alongside the bands Corpiclani, Primordial, Moon Sorrow, and Blackguard.
I think Corpiclani is one of those bands that the Eric Rowan has a shirt of.
Probably.
That is a
Completed the European Pagan Fest
terrible
tour
hand.
alongside Corpiclani, That's a horrible German name involving Apocalypse, band called Unleash, Ailstorm, and XDO. They appeared on the Monsters of Death tour with Vader, Decrepit Birth, Warbringer, the Aminta, and Augury. I like metal band names. Went on tour with a band called Heaven Shall Burn, Caliban, Dark Tranquility,
Relax.
as part of the Darkness Over Xmas tour.
Take that as a yes.
No, take it as none of your business.
It's a nice attitude. Is that why Bloom fired you?
The world of weird indie metal bands is fun.
This poker game has not gone well.
Tobias, stop!
Cheating at poker, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. Why would I not cheat at poker? Make me mad.
I just thought you had some dignity.
No, I'm going to cheat super hard all the time.
I'm gonna go look at the Wikipedia category of death metal groups from New Jersey. Oh wait, no, sorry, it's heavy metal music groups from New Jersey. There is also one for American death metal musical groups. Or I could also look at artists on the Nuclear Blast label. Agnostic Front.
That's a name.
Yes, of a band. All Shall Perish. Battle Beast. Biohazard. Black Star Riders. Oh hey, Blind Guardian. I remember them for some reason.
I don't know.
I feel like I've heard that name.
Oh, get back here, you stupid old man. How are you outrunning me, you weird old guy?
There's a band called Decapitated and another band called Defecation.
Do not decapitate your defecation.
There's also a band called Dissection. Fear Factory. Flesh God Apocalypse. Graveworm. Hammerfall. Hatebreed. Hell Train. Immolation. Cataclysm with a hard K. 2 hard Ks even.
No, no way.
The Ed Boon metal band.
The Covenant with a hard K. Creator with a hard K.
Multiple Ed
I say
Boon-
hard K because it is a hard C that is a K.
Yeah.
Like, don't assume there is such a thing as a soft K.
Well, I was gonna. Well, there is.
What's a soft K?
Like in no.
That's a silent K.
It's basically a soft K.
Silent, I don't think is the same as soft. But what do I know?
And again, I continue to say these are just metal bands in the Mortal Kombat universe.
Mandragora Scream is a good name.
That's a pretty good name.
Municipal Waste.
We all have one foot in the grave.
Yeah, that's the name of this mission.
I'm okay. I'm safe here.
I somehow doubt that.
Well, that guy said 1 foot in the grave, and the name of the
Oh.
mission was 1 foot in the grave.
Okay, I have
I thought you meant the name of the mission was Municipal Waste, and I was like, that seems weirdly specific.
I built it, you know.
One Man Army and the Undead Quartet.
That's what I do. I build.
That's great.
There's a band just called Pain.
Yeah.
Is it spelled any fun
No,
way?
just Pain. There's also a band called Propane.
Is that spelled any fun ways?
No.
It's your funeral.
Oh.
That's heavy, huh? Trust me, man.
There's a band just called Raunchy.
Gets heavier. Hey, listen.
A band called Samael.
You need anything?
Sepultura.
I heard of that. I've heard of Sepultura.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few in here. Like, I think Opeth is also on here. Yeah. Like, there's a few that I have heard of, definitely. It's not like they're all just weird indie bands. Slayer, for instance, is on apparently Nuclear Blast Records. Stallhammer, Storm Witch, Suffocation, Suspiria, Symphony X,
Great movie.
Tasters.
What?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Threat Signal, Thunderstone, Tiamat, Twilight Force.
Medication or something. That guy has got to be careful. He's got fixers after him. If they find him, who knows what they'll do.
There's a heavy metal musical group from New Jersey called the Atomic Bitchwax.
Uh-huh.
Black NASA. Burnt by the Sun. I feel like that's like a fairly common condition.
Yeah.
And not really worth making a metal band over, but maybe it was really, really upsetting to them.
Wants me to understand why
The Delian League.
Hey.
you need to reward him with something, okay?
What, like...
Drag Pipe.
I don't know. Get creative.
That's
Phantom Warrior with an F.
I think Dragpipe is Mike
Gorgeous
Hagger's
Frankenstein.
favorite metal band.
Hmm?
I think Dragpipe is Mike Hagger's favorite metal band.
Oh, hey, Monster Magnet, apparently from New Jersey. What do you know? Nude Swirl. There's a band just called Old, all caps. Rip Face Invasion.
These names are terrible.
A lot of them are bad, I'm not gonna lie. That's why I'm pulling them, honestly. Is the ones that sound the weirdest. Now let me look at thrash metal groups.
What's the difference?
Well, there's thrash metal, heavy metal, and death metal. So
What's the difference?
I can't tell you these things, man. Look, let me open the category here. Thrash metal is an extreme subgenre of heavy metal characterized by its overall aggression and often fast tempo.
Okay.
They usually use fast percussive beats and low register guitar riffs. The lyrics often deal with social issues and criticism of the establishment.
How is that different?
Using direct and denunciatory language. Which I think is a really fun way to put that.
How is that different from heavy metal or death metal?
Well, hold on, let me go to death metal over here. Death metal is an extreme subgenre of heavy metal music.
Huh.
It typically employs heavily distorted and low-tuned guitars, played with techniques such as palm muting and tremolo picking, deep growling vocals, aggressive powerful drumming featuring double kick and blast beat techniques, minor keys or atonality, abrupt tempo, key, and time signature changes, and chromatic chord progressions.
I'm not interested.
The lyrical themes of death metal may invoke slashers, film, stylized violence, religion, sometimes Satanism, occultism, Lovecraftian horror, nature, mysticism, mythology, philosophy, science fiction, and politics. They may describe extreme acts such as mutilation, dissection, torture, rape, cannibalism, and necrophilia.
I did. He played poker. Had a nice talk.
So there, now you know.
And knowing's half the battle?
Yes.
Don't worry. I still have to restore the power, and then we have to find an entrance.
But there are also subgenres of death metal, because there's melodic death metal, but then also technical death metal. There's also a subgenre called death doom.
Okay.
Which, apparently, yeah. Death doom combines the deep growled vocals and double kick drumming of death metal with the slow tempos and melancholic atmosphere of doom metal, which is a separate subgenre. No, doom and death metal are not the same thing. They're two separate subgenres.
What?
And when you mix them, that's when you get death doom. But there's also death grind, gore grind, and porno grind, which mix the complexity of death metal with the intensity, speed, and brevity of grindcore. But then there's also deathcore, which combines death metal with metalcore traits. But then there's also death and roll, which combines death metal's growled vocals and highly distorted, detuned guitar riffs with elements of 1970s hard rock and heavy metal.
I hate music. Make me mad.
Hold on, there's a whole Wikipedia section here I didn't notice for the
no.
subgenres.
Oh,
that was all
dear.
just in the header.
Oh boy.
Okay, so there's blackened death doom, which is a genre that combines the slow tempos and monolithic drumming of doom metal,
That's
the complex and loud riffage of death metal, and the shrieking vocals of black metal.
blackened death doom is what happens when you take your death doom and you like put it in the oven, and you get like a really nice like char on top on the top and bottom.
Okay, but examples of blackened death doom bands include Morast, Faust Coven, The Ruins of Beverast, Bolzair, Necros Christos, Harvest Golgotha, Dragged into Sunlight, Hands of Thieves, and Soulburn. TFP, this is my favorite Wikipedia binge.
Oh no.
But would you like to hear about blackened death metal?
No.
But we've only talked about blackened death doom.
Great. Why?
Blackened death metal bands are more likely to wear corpse paint and suits of armor than bands from other styles of death metal.
What?
Lower range guitar tunings, death growls, and abrupt tempo changes are common in the genre.
All of these are the same thing.
No, examples of blackened death metal bands are Belphegor, Behemoth, Akercock, and Sacramentum.
These are all the same thing. Make me mad.
But what about melodic black death? Also known as blackened melodic death metal or melodic blackened death metal. It's a genre of extreme metal, which is another metal subcategory, I just want to point out, that describes the style created when melodic death metal bands begin being inspired by black metal and European Romanticism. However, unlike most other black metal, this take on the genre would incorporate an increased sense of melody and narrative. Some bands include Dissection, Embraced, Naglfar, C.R.E.A.M, Throes of Dawn, Obscurity, Dawn, Cries of the Past Era, Under Oath, Cataminia, Midvinter, Twin Obscenity, Nocturnal Mortem, Unanimated, Epoch of Unlight, This Ending.
Naglfar is what I say when I stub my toe and I'm in front of small children.
Thulkandra, Skeleton Witch, and Cardinal Sin. But would you like to hear about war metal?
I mean, I feel like I'm going to hear about it whether I want to or not.
That's true. It's also known as war black metal or bestial black metal. It's an aggressive, cacophonous, and chaotic subgenre of blackened death metal. Described by rock-hard journalist Wolf Rudiger Mollman as rabid and hammering.
That is not a name.
That is what it says. Wolf Rudiger, by the way, is hyphenated. Wolf Rudiger Mollman. Or it's the U with the umlaut, so would that be Rudiger Mollman?
I don't
know. Important influences include first black metal band Sodom, first wave black metal death metal band Possessed, as well as old grindcore black and death metal bands like Repulsion, Autopsy, Sepultura. War metal bands include Blasphemy, Archgoat, Impiety, Beherit, Crimson Thorn, Bestial Warlust, and Zyklon B. Which, wow.
You are making
Want to talk about some terrible names.
You're making up a bestial warlust.
I'm not. They are an Australian extreme metal band formed in Melbourne in '93.
I can't handle how...
Oh, no. They were formed under the name Corpse Molestation. And at the time played black death metal with 5 demos and 1 demo compilation under the name.
Great.
Once we're in, can you get us online?
They use pseudonyms instead of their actual names to hide their identities.
I
Go figure.
I can't imagine.
I can't
why.
imagine why.
Do you actually have
They apparently left and went on to form Destroyer 666.
Great. Also, I don't know if you know this, but cement is a binder.
I've heard that about it. Alright, back to the death metal subgenres.
Oh boy.
because there's still brutal death metal.
That's death
It
metal.
focuses on heaviness, speed, and complex rhythms over other aspects.
It's death metal by the weird rabbits
Generators are
from
back there. I'll just hack the
Super
gate.
Mario Odyssey.
There's Death Doom, we've talked about. Deep growling vocals, double kick drumming of death metal. Mostly by the early work of Hellhammer and Celtic Frost. Pioneered by bands such as Winter, Disembowelment, Paradise Lost, Autopsy, Anathema, and My Dying Bride. There's Funeral Doom,
Oh boy.
which is a genre that crosses death doom and funeral dirge music. It's played at a very slow tempo and places an emphasis on evoking a sense of emptiness and despair.
That's how I feel right now.
They use keyboards and synthesizers to create a dreamlike atmosphere. They were pioneered by Mournful Congregation in Australia, Esoteric in the United Kingdom, Evoken in the United States, Funeral in Norway, Vergothen in Finland, and Skepticism in Finland. Skepticism is a good band name. There's Death and Roll, featuring Entombed, Gorefest, Avatar, and 6 Feet Under.
Isn't that a show?
Yes, but also apparently a death and roll band. There's deathcore. Fast drumming with blast beats, da-da-da. I think we've talked about that part before, but let's get to the actual bands,
Is
which are
is deathcore like
Suicide
nightcore?
Silence.
Oh no!
Probably. What?
Do you know who Suicide Silence is?
I've heard of them before, I know that much. I think they were in one of the Saints Row games for some reason.
No.
Could be totally wrong, but
They were the ones who did the Devil May Cry song.
Oh, so yeah, that's apparently deathcore for the record.
Great.
I knew I remembered that name from somewhere. Carnifex and Salt the Wound.
Isn't Carnifex like a
That's a
Warhammer
Warhammer
unit?
40,000 thing,
Yeah.
yeah. There's Gore Grind, Death Grind, and Porno Grind.
I don't want to know what any of those are.
But they mix the intensity, speed, and brevity of grindcore with the complexity of death metal, with Gore Grind focused on themes like gore and forensic pathology.
Anyway, hey, we got a new bass. Check us out.
I mean, we could talk about the new bass instead of the metal if you would like to talk about the game you were playing.
I mean, who wants to talk about that?
Exactly. So let's get back to this where we're talking about the examples of the genres, such as Brujeria, Cattle Decapitation, Cephalic Carnage, Pig Destroyer, Rotten Sound, Gut, and Cock and Ball Torture.
Ha! Ha!
Clara, no one can know about this. At least
There's
until
Death Thrash, which is also known as Death Thrash. It combines death metal and thrash metal.
You don't want
It
to.
gained notoriety in Bali.
You don't want a death rash.
fingers crossed.
You really don't. Bands such as Grave, Mortification, The Crown, Incapacity, Darkane, and Death Chain. Industrial death metal, featuring Fear Factory, Nail Bomb, Auto Crater, and Meat Hook Seed. There's melodic death metal, which is apparently separate but related to Swedish death metal.
Most of the hardware, but
Those Swedes always love their melodies.
There's slam death metal, is a microgenre.
this is secure.
Notable acts include Devourment and Abominable Putridity.
Yet here we are about to hack.
Symphonic death metal, which is death metal that adds in classical music,
That's not the address comes from.
with Flesh God Apocalypse, Septic Flesh, Necronomicon, Children of Bodom, and Epica. There's also technical death metal, also known as tech death, progressive death metal, or prog death.
It's what Zack Sabre Jr. does. He's the best technical death metal wrestler.
Looks like it's stemming from
Applied to bands such as Nile, Edge of Sanity, and Opeth.
I feel like a lot of these bands are coming up multiple times, which continues
Yeah,
to lead
I feel
me
like
to the thing that most of these subgenres are done.
They are clearly defined.
They are so not.
There's clear lines of separation and categorization here.
What is the difference between Blackened Death Doom and then Doom Death Black Metal?
I'll have you up and running.
I believe those are actually two names for the same thing. Let me see. Blackened Death Doom. Death Doom. Da, 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 da.
There was one that you said that was essentially the same thing multiple times.
Well, so there's Black Doom, Blackened Death Doom, Death Doom, Funeral Doom, Drone Metal, Epic Doom, Gothic Doom, Progressive Doom, Sludge Metal, Stoner Metal, and Traditional Doom.
I hate music, make me mad. This is
Why
where
would
I'm
you?
learning.
Why would you hate music? That makes no sense. I skipped over the subgenre of Black Doom that is known as depressive suicidal black metal.
Ah!
Because, fucking sure.
Now I have to figure out how to get back out of my hideout. I think it's this way. There it is.
Let's go straight to the source here and find heavy metal, or simply metal. And let's find the subgenres.
What if we don't?
But how else would we know?
That's a great question.
So there's... I'm just looking at the broad category here on the right. I'm not going into the full descriptions. But, let me see here. Get this out of the way. Get all these other categories and pages out of the way real quick. So I can get straight to the source. So there's avant-garde metal. There's
Okay.
Christian metal. There's extreme metal. Hey, I knew a friend who had a Christian metal band back in high
I
school.
know I am well aware of
There's
the fact
black
that
metal,
Christian
death
metal is
metal,
a thing. It is a
doom metal. Mm-hmm.
Christian metal is a plot point in the movie Pain and Gain, starring
Great.
The Rock.
Thrash metal, speed metal, glam metal, groove metal, Latin metal, pirate metal, power metal, symphonic metal. Oh, that's not even the complete list. Hold on.
Oh boy.
I didn't realize there was a button for a complete list. Alright. Alternative metal. Derivatives of alternative metal, funk metal, new metal, rap metal.
No, not the rap metal.
Hold on, I just want to get some names for funk metal. Notable funk metal bands include Living Colour, Infectious Grooves, Mordred, Primus, and Rage Against the Machine.
I've heard of 3 of those bands.
Yeah.
I like one of them at least.
Rap metal. Examples include Crazy Town, Clawfingers, Stuck Mojo, Skindred, and Rage Against the Machine. Let's see, black metal. Oh no. Why is there a subgenre for National Socialist black metal?
See, this is why you can't just read out.
Wait, but there's also communist black metal. It's called Red and Anarchist Black Metal, shortened to the acronym R.A.B.M., which is black metal in which the artists espouse various left-wing and environmentalist ideologies, such as anarchism, Marxism, and green anarchism.
Together under one roof. Loyalty to your neighborhood just became loyalty to your housing block.
What about everybody else?
They got in line, but they got out. I'm gonna take a look around, try and figure out what they've been up to.
There's symphonic black metal, which we talked about. There's blackened screamo,
Damien's IP points
which
to
melds
the
black
right
metal with screamo.
These guys are running the place. like
Checks out.
Tetris. Never break
There's
it.
Viking metal.
Okay. Tap into their
Let's find some key bands here, being Einherjar, Insiferum, Moonsorrow, Tyr, Thirfing, and Windir.
Those are some.
There's war metal. There's black gaze, which is what happens when apparently you fuse black metal and shoegazing.
I was gonna say black gaze is what happens when you just like stare at someone and you stare at a black person and they get really awkward, or it starts to get really awkward. Words.
They
Oh, I have gone horribly wrong.
There's post black metal. with the band Deathspell Omega. Christian metal, also known as white metal. Let's not get into that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Name dropping POD.
Is POD a Christian metal band?
Yeah, rap metal group POD brought some mainstream attention to the movement in the 21st century.
Did not know that. I just think of POD
There's a
as...
derivative of Christian metal called unblack metal.
All I can think of with POD is I think that's the people who do the Rey Mysterio song.
Maybe? There's crust punk, which, yeah. The word crust, I don't like it.
You
There's
don't...
blackened crust.
You don't... You don't want your music to be crusty?
No, that just sounds... The problem is when I hear that, I don't think of the music being crusty, I think of the people being crusty.
Whoops.
Death metal, blackened death metal, death and roll, melodic death metal, etc., etc. I've been through that. Doom metal, with death doom, drone metal, funeral doom, sludge metal.
Let's try that again, but this time...
Sludge metal, apparently born in New Orleans.
IP points somewhere in there.
Gross.
These guys are running the place like a fortress. Never breaking alone.
This
There's
time...
extreme metal.
Tap into their
Less immediately going for the what if we just... oh boy.
Oh, here's folk metal.
That sounds alright.
Yeah. There's Celtic metal.
Also sounds alright.
There's pirate metal. Which is what happens when you mix metal with, let's see, yeah, blends heavy metal, thrash metal, and sometimes speed metal with pirate mythology and commonly elements of sea shanties.
That sounds alright.
Popular metal bands include Ailstorm, Swashbuckle, and Lagerstein. There's pagan metal. Glam metal.
It's like the Brutal Legend.
Gothic metal.
Also like the Brutal Legend.
Grindcore. Death grind, gore grind, porno grind, electro grind. Oh, one of these electro grind bands is called Genghis Tron.
That's a good name.
Yeah, it is.
That I can't even be mad about that.
You can't. That's great. There's also one called Body Hammer, which isn't as cool, but I just like the sound of it.
What does it look like?
Viceroy's
There's
in
grunge.
CTOS around Rossi Fremont.
There's industrial metal,
You gotta completely reroute
industrial death metal, industrial black metal. There's kawaii metal.
This whole area. These people. Feels like the aftermath of a war zone.
Is kawaii metal like the baby metal?
It is also known as idol metal or cute metal,
Doesn't add up.
Like, is that like baby
which
metal?
is metal fused with J-pop.
Is that like baby metal?
Probably. Yes, pioneered by bands like Dazzle Vision, Baby Metal, and Lady Baby. There's Latin metal. There's metalcore. There's melodic metalcore, deathcore, mathcore.
Tell me about mathcore, make me mad.
It's a rhythmically complex and dissonant style of heavy metal and hardcore punk, though many groups draw mainly from metalcore. It has its roots in bands such as Converge, Botch, and the Dillinger Escape Plan. The name was suggested as an analogy with math rock, which they both make use of unusual time signatures. There's neoclassical metal, post-metal, power metal, progressive metal, djent metal.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that like metal where you make 3 wishes, but the metal band tries to pervert them in some way?
Apparently, the word is onomatopoeia for a heavily palm-muted, distorted guitar chord. Space metal, progressive metalcore, also called technical metalcore or ambient metalcore, speed metal, stoner metal, symphonic metal, thrash metal, crossover thrash, groove metal, Teutonic thrash metal, ugh, traditional heavy metal, new traditional heavy metal. And we're at the end of the list, TFP.
Great.
Don't you feel good about that?
Don't give the man with Parkinson's the Wi-Fi grenades.
That seems like a bad move. But over here, TFP, I've got this list
Oh no.
of rock genres.
Oh dear. We're gonna be here.
Because rock and metal are very different. Would you like to hear about wizard rock?
I mean, I feel like
What about yacht rock?
I feel like I know what yacht rock is.
Okay.
Or at least I've heard of yacht rock before.
What about tropical rock?
I love me some tropical rock.
How about sadcore?
If you look into trop rock, you know what you're gonna find?
You?
No. But it's gonna be like
Am I gonna find, like, Jimmy Buffett?
Yes.
Yep.
Also known
is
as
Jimmy Buffett,
known as Gulf and Western, I believe, is gonna also probably be a sentence there.
There's a band here called the Conch Republic.
Yep. I know I have heard of these bands. You're in music I know now. That's always a dangerous moment. Meanwhile, I'm stealthing.
But what about sadcore?
Tell me about sadcore.
Alternative rock characterized by bleak lyrics, downbeat melodies, and slower tempos. Or alternatively, songs with deceptively upbeat melodies that are simultaneously characterized by depressive lyrical undertones or imagery.
I love that. I love when the happy
Like
sounding...
super happy sounding song that is really, really a huge bummer.
Yes.
If you actually listen to what's being said.
Yes. That is one of my favorite musical things.
Sadcore is synonymous with slowcore. It is characterized by AllMusic's reference guide as music by and for the depressed.
Fair. Also, meanwhile, we're running away from the gangs.
You know, as I go through this list and just look at stuff, I find out how many of these are like, this started out super racist.
Like?
Like, Rock Against Communism, which was the name of a white power rock concerts in the United Kingdom in the early 70s and late 80s, or late 70s and early 80s, and has since become the catch-all term for music with racist lyrics.
Great. I feel like that didn't necessarily... Like, saying that started super racist is a little disingenuous because it seems like it is still super
Well, that
racist.
one continued to be racist, but there were other ones where it's just like, huh. But that one at least faded out in the 80s, is the thing.
Ah.
Like, those were concerts in the 80s, and then the name of the concert just became, oh no.
Oh boy.
The See All has a bunch of record labels, which I can only assume means these are like racist record labels.
Great.
Oh no, these are all the worst.
Oh boy.
These are all things that need to go away.
What if we don't say these on stream?
Yeah, that's probably for the best. Like, be aware that I'm not advertising anything here. I am saying these things are bad. Oh, Lord. God damn it, Canada. Why do you have so many racist record labels? Fucking Canadians, man.
If Rob were here, but Rob would never show up for Watch Dogs, we could ask him.
If only. There's a genre here called power violence.
I feel like that's maybe a little, like... That's just a little on the nose there. Oh, this is less than ideal.
Oh, hey, Outlaw Country.
Yeah! Outlaw Country!
There's Nardcore. I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna look at what that is. Neoclassical Dark Wave is the name of my Final Fantasy final attack if I'm the last boss.
You don't want to tell me all about the Nardcore?
No, I don't care. There's Neo-Psychedelia. There's New Wave, and then New Wave of New Wave.
Oh, this is... I should not
There's
have gotten out
Nintendo
of my
Core.
car.
There's No Wave. It's a short-lived avant-garde music and art scene that emerged in the late 70s. There's a variant of shoegaze called New Gaze.
I think, yeah. Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
There's Manila Sound.
That should do it.
Is that just, like, the most bland music you can think of?
No, apparently it's from the Philippines.
Oh.
You really came through.
It is often considered the bright side of the martial law era in the Philippines. Oof. That's, well,
Ugh.
Getting there.
I mean,
Some answers. Get my sister back.
And once you get your answers,
at least there were some positives.
Yeah, you know.
Yes.
Better make sure they answered for it.
I don't want to look at this page for Krautrock.
Yeah, that seems ill-advised.
I feel like I should just avoid all German metal at this point. What about Italian occult psychedelia?
That sounds alright.
Gypsy punk.
Sure.
Something just called Grebo. Gothabilly. Greek rock. Oh wait, no, I read that wrong. That is geek rock. I thought it was Greek, and that was cooler. But it's not. Flamenco rock.
Demise? How did you get this number?
Ethereal wave.
This mission is called Grandma's Bulldog, by the way.
Digital hardcore.
That's, the name-
D-beat.
Digital Hardcore is the name of my new porn site I'm starting.
What about cowpunk?
So that's the sub sites.
You have what you need.
Here's cold wave. Cello rock.
Okay, look,
Yeah.
I understand if you're scared.
I'm
The
not
Canterbury sound.
Don't ask me to stay.
That just old English rock music.
Let me
Better
see.
than that.
I could.
Subgenre of or sibling to progressive rock. A loosely defined style of music created by a number of improvisational musicians, some of whom were based in Canterbury, England.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Charlotte.
Disappointed.
No, I'm not.
Was that so hard?
No.
Alright, now I think we've run through that list.
Great.
You saw all the things that I wanted to talk about, because, man, some of those were bad. So we never talked about Wizard Rock, did we?
No.
Let's see what we can find.
The leading bands in the genre include Harry and the Potters and Draco and the Malfoys.
I'm gonna start my third.
Apparently, this is not a genre based about wizards. This is a genre based entirely on Harry Potter.
I'm gonna start my other genre, or my genre competition band of Neville and the Longbottoms.
Not Luna and the Lovegoods.
That's also good.
They're all good names, honestly, if you think about it. Most of them, at least. Notable rock bands include the two I mentioned, MC Creature, Ministry of Magic, and the Mudbloods. Apparently this is a genre entirely based on, fucking Harry Potter, which is upsetting to me, because I was hoping for different wizards. I thought it was going to be more inclusive than that.
Yeah.
I admit nothing.
Alright, that was fun, but I think our musical discussion is over for now.
Probably.
Unless I slide over into this list of subcultures.
Oh no. What if we don't?
Alright, fine.
We're hacking the gangland over here.
If you don't want to find out about maker culture.
I know about maker culture.
But do you want to see the dark side?
No.
Okay, fine. What about the freak scene?
What?
Or dark culture?
Is the freak scene just what, like, Scott Steiner calls his,
No, I don't think so.
Darn it.
Apparently it was post-hippie and pre-punk. It was the transition phase. You don't want to learn about fandom?
I think I'm good.
What about furry fandom?
I am absolutely good.
Alright. What about the Cacophony Society?
Excuse me.
The Cacophony Society.
Turntable enthusiast.
Also, under this thing of subcultures, there's one that just says cubing, and it redirects me to the page for Rubik's Cube,
Yeah.
which does not explain anything.
Cubing
Is there Rubik's Cube subculture?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. Yeah, it's scary.
Do you dress as a Rubik's Cube? How does this
No,
work?
it's just like you get together and you're like, all right, we're just going to solve Rubik's Cubes of all shapes and
That
sizes.
seems super weird. Like, that's more upsetting than a lot of these others.
I don't know why, but I started getting like YouTube recommendations of just like, here's a whole bunch of just dudes solving progressively larger Rubik's Cubes in progressively weirder situations. How can I get that? Oh, if I do that and then puzzle solving.
I feel like there is too wide a net on this cultures page, this list of subcultures, because you got things like I was just talking about, like all that stuff, but then over here you just got aircraft spotting.
Hmm.
You just want to watch planes? That's a thing, apparently.
I
It's people way
mean,
into planes.
planes are cool.
What? What? You watching me again?
I'm a fan of planes. I'm not afraid to.
They're alright. Having ridden in planes, they're not that much fun.
Eh. Also, as we're talking about other things than the video game, this is sort of where the game rightfully caught a few, like, hey now, this is maybe less than okay,
Oh?
as we just infiltrate the weird gang zone. It's maybe a little racist.
There.
What, the weird... You mean those areas of the city that are just completely overrun with gangs and there's no law?
Yeah,
What's so bad about that?
you know.
Key's hidden in his dog tag.
You know, it's just no-go zones. That's what they call them.
I don't think that's what they call them.
That's what at least one person called them. Apparently people who watch trains are called rail fans.
Oh man, Bedbug. Did you meet Bedbug when you played this game?
I believe I may have left off before that.
Oh, you don't you just love Bedbug?
I don't know who that is, and no, I hate bedbugs.
It's this guy. This guy's Bedbug. They will explain why this man is named Bedbug momentarily, and it is hilarious.
I put you in charge of merchandise and security. How am I supposed to on my guest list?
Also, that guy who was in a bunch of early trailers and then kinda isn't in a lot of the video game.
Don't be a stoke, Mr. Rack. Where I grew up, we shot them between the eyes.
Don't be a stoat, Mr. Iraq.
Fucking leprechaun can suck my lucky charm. This fuck's a stoat. Yo, it's a weasel, man. Weasel.
Mr. Iraq has a few anger issues.
Well, again, I may have actually met the character, but, like, I remember getting to that scene with Jordy that you were talking about, and that's the last thing I remember. Okay. So if you're still not there, then apparently I made it further than this.
That's true.
I just don't remember it. Apparently, Psychonauts is a subculture based on taking a bunch of drugs.
That explains so much.
It's about exploring altered states of consciousness, man.
Along the compound. Never mind near that room. Even the security locks on the doors are encrypted.
That fat kid, Bedbug, he's gonna go in for me.
Just like that. And why should he help us?
I'm betting he's one mistake away from a bullet to the head. So when he makes that mistake, I'll be recording. Nothing like blackmail to change someone's tune.
We're just gonna blackmail the gang. It's fine.
Also, I cannot tell you how glad I am that in this subcultures page, there is a subcategory bullet point for hype beast, but no page.
How did you get this number?
And I'm glad that that does not have a page yet. It makes me feel slightly better about the world.
Yeah, there's the vigilante voice. It scared the shit out of me the first time I heard it. Listen, I got something that might interest some.
Oh, here's one for internet culture.
Huh?
Found out the police are busy putting more guns onto the streets.
What are you talking about?
I've been listening in. They're selling crates full of them.
Police are selling crates full of guns undercover.
Why? And where? And who?
Because, you know,
Right. Right. I'll show you where the sales went.
police.
But you'll have to do the digging. Here's the deal, though. I want a nod in your manifesto.
I don't have a manifesto.
You will.
I think this weapons trade thing is actually like the PlayStation
This is
exclusive
getting
mission.
complicated. I can keep Damien focused on that.
I think.
contract. I can find Nikki. He'll slip up. I know Damien.
I didn't realize this was one of those ones that had the PlayStation exclusive missions.
I need Bedbug.
Oh yeah, no, this was the era of Ubisoft being like, hey, you want to play our games on the PlayStation? Get like some kind of crappy extra missions.
Like this in AC Syndicate.
Hey, the Syndicate ones were cool.
They were also like a minute and a half each.
What? No, this is the Dreadful Crimes.
Oh, I thought it was the like weird train mission.
No, the train mission is
Okay.
whatever. The PlayStation exclusive thing for Syndicate was the Dreadful Crimes.
I thought it was like the train mission, and the one where you like escorted that guy who was drunk or whatever.
I read the news
No.
today. Something about a high-speed chase near Parker Square. Had all the hallmarks of Aiden Pierce.
Are you with Nikki?
Of course. We read it together, and I highlighted all your signature moves. She was quite alarmed. She doesn't seem to know you like I do.
Just want to point out there's a death metal band over here called Job for a Cowboy.
The IP address.
Yeah. There's something inside Rossi Fremont, some kind of small server hidden behind a locked door. And an army of gangbangers.
Now you understand why I need your help. Have you found a way in?
I'm working on it. Let me talk to Nikki.
Was that so painful?
Aiden.
Hey, we're getting close. You'll be home soon.
What's going on? This guy talks like you two are friends.
We're not friends. Not anymore. Nikki, just don't listen to his bullshit.
You afraid he'll give up your secrets?
I got no secrets.
Alright,
Seriously.
I've now explored all of the Wikipedia I wanted to explore, I think.
Well, shouldn't my sister be...
Aiden
very
Pierce
close?
has no secrets.
Really? Oh, because I'm being held by your friend and you need a little slack.
Well, it sounds worse when you say it like that.
Aw. Never hurt your feelings? I forget what a sensitive boy you are.
You know me. Heart on my sleeve.
Fun's over, kids. I hope your plan's a good one. Nikki does too.
I'm taking a gamble with Bedbug, but I have a hunch he's my perfect target.
He's taking a gamble with Bedbug.
Has a lot to lose, easily intimidated, and ambitious, but lazy. Alright, start with his home. Tap his cell phone. Just record everything he says.
That man say that they collects obituaries.
I mean, it's weird, but I could see that being a thing someone does.
Why?
People do weird shit, man.
This is a big hacking puzzle. It's also very easy.
You said you'd take me to the swamp meet. Now, what is it you have to do that's so involved?
Work, Grandma. I got work.
No, you got a job now. Well, why you didn't
It's
tell
not
me?
like that, Grandma.
Oh, I see. It's not a job for Tyrone. It's a job for Bedbug.
Come on, Grandma.
Bedbug doesn't even mean anything.
I like this man's grandma.
Means I'm a player.
What?
A bed bug.
And there we go. There's the explanation of why this man is Bedbug and the grandmother's immediate disgust.
Yeah. On way. I gotta go, Grandma. Love you.
Yeah, I love you too. Even though you're a damn fool.
Hey, how do you feel about tailing missions? Make me mad.
All goes well. Never see it coming.
They're okay as long as they're not like the really stupid get seen and it's over type missions.
Well, I got some news for you,
Is this one of those?
pretty much. But on the bright side, this one also involves cars.
Tell them that everybody outside their walls is some crazy fucker wants what they got. Eyes and ears in every house. You know what they're selling and you know what they're buying. You control them. Anybody step out of line, they're gonna hand them to you. So you gonna put in a good word for me or what? I don't know, man. What should I do? I wanna be a shot caller, dude. Come on. I try your ass wherever you wanna go. Always on time too, B. Never let you down, not even once, son. True, but that's why I wanna keep you where you are.
Really like that just the AI drove into the car I was supposed to be tailing.
You wanna move up? I ain't supposed to say nothing, but alright, bitch.
Oh. That was not the way to go, make me mad. I don't know if you're aware of this fact.
Why's the rack doing all this? To control a village, you go in as a friend. Tell them that everybody outside their walls is some crazy fucker wants what they got. Eyes and ears in every house. You know what they're selling and you know what they're buying. You control them. Anybody step out of line?
Like,
Turn.
I'm just gonna be honest. If they want that to be a restricted area where only the gang can go, they should really have some more clear markings.
Probably.
Like, put some cones on that road.
I wanna be a shot caller, dude. Come on. I try your ass wherever you wanna go. Always on time too, B. Never let you down, not even once, son. True, but that's why I wanna keep you where you are. Now, listen up, for real. You wanna move up? I ain't supposed to say nothing, but Rag been moving weight up in Parker Square. I talked to him. He might be able to cut you in. Damn, B, not so loud. Damn, man, they expecting trouble? Looks like Iraq locking everything down. So what are we, babysitters? No, soldiers, fam. Remember when flying this crew disappeared? Yeah, they stepped out of line.
Target's right there. Don't tell me that I'm losing the target.
I know, because I helped them bury the bodies. Man, don't say that shit out loud, son. You know your fan paranoid about that shit getting back to him? I'll say whatever I want. What? Are you paranoid too? Only when I'm around your ass, fam.
There. That's the blackmail I'm after. Rack hears this little gem and Bedbug will be buried in a landfill.
I guess we are still tailing him, even though apparently we have gotten the blackmail that we want.
Well, you never know when he's gonna drop something else you need.
Thanks, man. You watch yourself. Always do, B.
And now we need to tail him on foot? I don't know how that man did not see me, but whatever, you know. I'm glad he didn't.
Man, kid wasn't even banging. Shot down in front of his mom. Got the cards? Yeah, B. Pin number 2? Yeah, they in there. What about Iraq's cut? Don't worry about Iraq. Worry about me.
You wanna turn around? Oh, hello.
Yo, check it. Big B's on the move. Sup, V's? May I talk to Lil Juice? Why, yes, you may. Alone? Mother, may I? Fuck me, man. Making a round? Yup. This is drive over.
Doo-doo.
What do you think? Expect anything? No, and it sounds like the club don't trust Iraq no more. Good. Because they'll be dealing with me soon. When I call the shots, I remember what you done.
Meanwhile, I'm just standing on the roof of this building. Don't mind me. There should have been more tailing missions in this game that are like this. And not like the actual on-foot tailing, but just like chaining cameras around.
Rabbit, what's up? Got something you want to hear, bud. Trust me.
As my chair squeaks.
I
Also,
watching this, I'm starting to remember why I stopped playing Watch Dogs.
This is still going.
Yeah. This is just making me remember why I didn't play this game more. This is not fun gameplay.
I'm making the camera zoom in and out, though.
It's true.
This is very fun.
It's really not.
What the fuck is going on? Nothing, B. We just playing. Yeah, I see that. Now, you're supposed to be keeping a fucking eye out. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Now, you want me to call Iraq and tell him you fools could let somebody inside? Ain't nobody got past, B. Got the whole crew out. This place is tight. Better be.
Like, I like the idea of having to hop through the cameras to keep your eye on the guy you're trying to find or whatever. But this is not a good way to do it, I don't think.
Oops.
Or, like, just having it last as long as it does.
Yeah, it is lasting a little on the long side.
Because you ain't got much time unless you pay up now, fam. Oh, you gonna threaten me? You don't fuck with me, man. You think Iraq won't hear about this? Man, what's wrong with you? Oh, dude. Iraq? Serious? Iraq is your
His crime probability is creeping up.
I mean, tell me what you know. This better be good.
Oh, it's going back down. Oh, no.
I'm not sure I like the idea of the crime probability.
I like that he has pulled a gun, and then the crime probability was going down, but now it's gone back up, and I've helped Rabbit escape. He's a renowned dominoes player. I don't know if you knew that about him.
The guy who just saved your ass. And I can do a lot more if you cooperate. What are the bricks?
Look, just get me out of here, man, and I'll tell you.
All right, pay attention. Move.
Whoop.
Rabbit, wait! Shit.
It's all ready to roll.
Do this, man. Get the fuck out here.
I know we're friends, so this is
He went the wrong way. I'm very sad. But, you know.
Shit. Rack's about to kill Commando Bedbug. I need to show up in this place and deal with these guys. These foot soldiers.
At least that wasn't, you know.
Like a weak link. There's no
I
place.
failed that and it was like, alright, go.
I've seen this happen in a few guys. They don't pull their weight and they get torn down hard. But if Bedbug can survive it, Joey's got what it takes. Iraq won't just save face, he'll embrace the kid. Show him off.
Yay, 1,000 experience. Oh, what can I craft? Gonna make some IEDs, don't mind me. That may be the cutscene. I'm just gonna see if I can look this up.
timing. Your sweetheart Maurice was just moaning at me. Says you got it all wrong. He's a patsy. He was set up. Wine.
I think this is the cutscene.
Hey, you mind
Oh, finally.
rounds into his kneecaps?
Yeah, I mind.
You're so predictable. See if I do you a favor again.
Actually,
You need a favor.
I'm setting up an ambush.
Yeah!
Some explosives. Can you do that?
I need Jordy to bring me some
Do
explosives.
I want to do it is the question. Oh, wait. Wait.
Jordy's great.
Jordy's so
We've said
good.
before that he's probably the best thing about this game.
He's like, there's no probably.
I wanted to go probably because, you know, there's gameplay and stuff in here. There's good ideas. I'm not
Yeah.
just going to say it all gets overridden by the one character.
I mean, it doesn't all get overridden, but
I'd say he's the best character in the game.
he is easily the best character. He is. We weren't doing the GBP4A awards, but I would have lobbied very hard for Jordy as the character I would most like to party with. Because that guy can throw some parties.
I'm sure.
And then Rob probably would have yelled at me, but I don't care. This does explain why you were like, watching this is reminding me why I didn't want to play this game, and then the next mission is the one with the cutscene.
Yeah, no, this makes a lot of sense, honestly. I believe what it is that after, like, that mission where you have to go attack the, like, convoy of cars or whatever and all that stuff,
Yeah.
like, I believe my thought was maybe this gameplay will be better once I get some explosives. And then you get explosives, and then it's like, it's still not better. And I believe that was when I was just like, yeah, I'm out.
But I am going to mute both of us for this cutscene because it's very,
That's fine.
it is very important.
It's alright. That's when I can start talking about all the horrible things on Wikipedia I couldn't talk about before.
Hey, what is that?
Come around back and find out. Told you. He's bringing the boys. Ah, Jesus.
I thought you meant the explosives.
Then I would have said I was bringing the girls. But I brought that too. No, I need some help. I was hoping you could involve these guys in a gangland shooting of some sort.
I got a few loose ends I need to tie up, and, you know, you do owe me those favors.
I don't owe you anything. Now give me the explosives, something I can carry.
Fine. These two nutsacks are some unfinished business from a Gabonese job. You should have seen the way that they tried to take me out. I am driving this beast of a muscle car right out of the 70s. You know when an automobile accident was still called a fucking car crash?
Let's go.
Yeah, so these geniuses here think they're gonna ram me off the road with some plastic, eco-friendly shitbug. It just makes this weird ping and bounces off into a parked van. Here, hold that.
Great.
Thanks. This is what I have for you. It's a sticky bomb. See? It sticks. Cool, huh? So these two idiots are sitting in their car moaning and whining. They're all fucked up. I don't know whether to laugh at them or scream at them. Finally, I just pulled out my 45 and slammed a couple of rounds into their fat faces. So that's what I have. You deal with all this for me?
No way.
We could just do that. Do that. Yeah, it's like a practice round. What do you think, fellas? Practice round?
Jordy, I don't need a practice round.
No, just let me get a little clearer.
Jordy! Fuck.
Ended over here. And we're back.
That cutscene is fantastic.
It's so good.
Jordy's the best character in this game by a mile.
Alright, let's go to this brick factory.
Alright, like, I understand that it is an accurate description, but I still kind of just wish they had called the IEDs sticky bombs.
Yeah.
Because it just feels kind of weird.
A little bit. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, I know it's accurate, but, like, maybe you just call it a sticky bomb. Like they did in the cutscene.
It sticks.
It does.
Just lay out an ambush, take these guys out. Word will get back to Iraq,
This is not a way to go to where I was hoping it would go. That is still maybe the best cutscene in the early PS4 generation.
It is definitely some of the best character dialogue that I can remember. Jordy has the best writing in this game, and I mentioned it while we were muted, but I really like Aiden's reaction to just, like, walk around corners, see dead bodies, and just be like, oh, Christ.
Oh, this...
Yep, no, Jordy's doing it again. What do you expect?
I thought when you said you were bringing the boys, I thought you meant the explosives. No, that'd be the girls. It's like, no, Jordy.
It's abandoned. They must keep security cameras running.
That guy is great.
He's so good.
The problem is, Aiden has a really off-putting character trait that I think a lot of characters have, lately especially, that is just like one of the things that instantly makes me not like your main character, which is being super unappreciative of their side characters, like the support team. Like, Jordy just brought you explosives. You should thank the Jordy.
You didn't blow yourself up.
Not yet. Just trying.
He's constantly treating Jordy like a huge thorn in his side, when Jordy has done nothing but help.
He does tell you to separate the morals from the moolah, which is, you know, a little weird.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to get paid, that's probably the right way to go about it.
Be that as it may.
But like also with Clara, who,
Yeah.
again, immediately just start pointing guns at every time she walks in a room.
To be fair, she was not announced, so like,
But still, he kept that gun aimed at her for a bit. And, also the getting all handsy and threatening when they first met. And, he's kind of a dick to all the side characters.
Yeah.
And it's really off-putting when a character is unappreciative of their support staff. Because, hey, those guys are handy.
It's true. Anyway, we've placed some bombs. We're gonna make a few more, but we're not gonna place any. And we're just gonna,
I definitely remember this mission. With the timer set up to before, the attack.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, go do shit to prepare. This was a cool idea, though, of getting to set up the area, because it's like, oh, you just take out a bunch of the cover, and then leave one or two, and then you put the bombs there. So that when they take cover, you just blow them up. Because, hey, guess what? They're going to be naturally drawn to cover.
It's true. Viceroy's incoming.
Like, there's a lot of really cool ideas in this game. I just wish the game part had been more fun. And that I'd like the main character more, etc.
Yeah.
There were just a lot, like, the things just aligned for me in a way with this game that I just did not care to finish it.
Well, that's what I'm here for now.
Exactly. Your weird Ubisoft fetish has played.
Games tournament.
Taw. Also, I'm gonna be honest, if I was sending my dudes to go do something and the first van that drives in just explodes and goes flying across the room, I'm probably just gonna back off.
That would probably be smart. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, this is not the gun I think I'm trying to defeat you. So I was like, I have way less ammo for this gun than I thought I did. And then the reticle was all weird. Oops.
Yeah, it's like some kind of weird two-shot thing. I don't know what that nonsense is.
I don't know what killed me.
Always fun.
Yep. Oh.
Oh, there was a guy on the other side of you, I guess.
Probably.
Yeah, a guy must have come from the stairs to your side and then badly. It was going good there at first.
Yeah.
Still have time.
Alright. We're gonna try...
Yeah, I'll just make sure you're using the right gun this time.
Yeah, something a little different this time also. Okay, bomb was good over there, so we're just gonna chuck that right there. Make some more bombs. that complete the mission, or... Oh, I gotta hack a phone. Oops.
Your friends can't come to the phone right now. They're dead.
The fuck? Hey, who's still standing? Anybody?
Bedbug be freaking out.
He's getting away. A report to Iraq. Bedbug's as good as dead.
Oh, we gotta go save Bedbug. Whoops, pardon me. Ow. Ah, come on. Yeah! That was awesome! That was the coolest
This
thing.
better be good. Oh, that jump was stupid, and that light pole should have killed you, but alright. I feel like the motorcycle is not what you want to be using to take this car down.
It's fine.
I feel like... No, it's not.
What are you talking about?
I just, you know... Just questioning the physics involved here. Luckily, they crashed. Good lord, that man almost murdered you.
Yeah. But if he had, we'd have to do that sick jump again.
Ugh.
Come on, that jump was sick and you know it. More video games need sick jumps. You got this, you got 50 Cent Blood on the Sand, and you got Halo. For all your sick flip needs.
I just bought Bedbug the reputation he always wanted. Now, I need to scare him over to my side. A little blackmail threat should convince him to help me. I give, but I can also take away.
I'll pay you back. Finally, some cooler weather.
Why do I have to be within range to call this man?
Hello?
Why'd you hang up on me?
What the fuck? Then who are you?
Just another player. I had a job for you, but it's not a job for Tyrone. It's a job for Bedbug. I'll be in touch.
What is this? Come on, man. Hey, somebody's after me.
Oh, Bedbug spotted me. Just prolonging this last mission so much.
you funny?
Why'd you hang up on me?
And what the fuck? Man, who are you?
Just another player. I had a job for you. But it's not a job for Tyrone. It's a job for Bedbug. I'll be in touch.
What is this? Come on, man.
How am I losing the target? He's like right there.
Hey, somebody's after me. They're all dead. You gotta get me out of here.
You fucked in the head, man. Listen to you. Yeah.
No, wait. Shit.
You feeling okay, buddy?
Yeah, they in there. What about Iraq? Cut.
No, stop it.
Don't worry about Iraq. Worry about me. Sounds like
Bedbug freaking out.
What you want?
You're gonna be my eyes and ears inside Rossi Fremont.
No, man. Iraq will kill me.
Yeah. What will he do when I send him everything I've got? You wanna see more?
No. Erase this shit, please.
Will you play along like a good little bug? And I will. I'll be in touch.
Alright. That'll probably do it for today's Watching
For the
Dogs.
Watch Dogs.
Yeah. I got the song.
Today's dose of Ubisoft.
I got the song "Cash Rules Everything Around Me" by the Wu-Tang Clan.
It's a good song.
Yeah. Join us next time when we continue to play the Watch Dogs and invade Rossi Fremont.
Why you keep calling me, man? You gonna get me
First, I'm gonna steal some money from this
Gotta get
ATM
close to Iraq.
and listen to this phone call.
Iraq, man. Forget it. He never comes out.
You want to rethink your answer?
Wait. The auction. He'll be at Quinn's auction.
What kind of auction?
Prizes. Not your normal kind of auction. Invite only.
So get me an invite.
Who do you think I am?
All right. I'll be in touch. Be ready.
Alright. Watch Dogs. Oh, wait. Still more phone calls. Never mind.
Yeah, Bedbug's on board and waiting for my call. Let's talk about the access card Iraq was wearing. That's our only way into his room.
It's an RFID tag. We can clone it, but you need to get very close.
Bedbug says Iraq's attending an auction. It's my chance.
The auction, yes. Remember that briefcase Iraq had?
Hard to forget. Crushed the guy's skull with it.
Right. He said it had the guest list inside. You can thank me now because I've been tracking that case. Now let me check.
That was quick thinking.
So many people supporting that Fifth Amendment in Chicago.
Name on the guest list. Name I can borrow.
Exactly my thoughts. I'm sending the briefcase location now.
Alright. That'll do it. I'm gonna hit this stop streaming button now. Night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.